All right. Good evening, everyone. Online students, good evening. Can you hear me? Can you see the screen? Can you please respond in the chat? Please respond in the chat, guys. Can you hear me? Can you see the screen? Please check. Please check. Yes. Right. Yes. Very, very good evening, guys. Very, very good evening. So you can hear me. You can see the screen. All right. So let us start our session here today. So, guys, yes. Before starting our sessions, as always, let us just try to have a very, very small and a quick recap of the concepts which I had covered in our yesterday's class. So, guys, yesterday we started discussing about understanding main method. So, we know why main method should be declared as public, static, void, main, string, array, args. So, in these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scenarios, mainly static. Concentrate mostly on static. So if the interviewer asks you why main method should be declared as static, your answer should be static is a keyword which is generally used for memory management. We will use static in three ways: variable, method, and a block. When you are speaking about static method, in order to call a static method, you don't need an object. We can call a static method directly with the help of class name. So whenever we are running our Java program, we will never create an object for calling main method. So without creating an object and without calling main method, how it is getting executed? Whenever we are running our Java program, we will be giving the command Java space generated dot class file name, and that dot class file name will be having same name as class name. So we are literally providing the input class name dot main. That is the only reason main method is declared as static. Your answer should be precise. Don't give like one word. Like why main method is declared as static? Sir, why? Because static methods we can call directly with the help of class name. Yes, that is correct. But please give precise and clear answer so that the interviewer will not be asking you one more question related to your answer. Guys, generally speaking in interview, how the interview process will be there. Okay. If they ask you how many access modifiers are there, instead of 4, you said 3. Then immediately the next question is, what are those? You said public, private, protected. Then he is going to ask you, what do you mean by package private? Are you understanding me? Basing on your answer, the next question will be coming in interview. So if your answer is clear and precise, interviewer is supposed to search for a question. Generally, how the interview will be going, we'll start an interview with a question. Basing on your answer, we will try to frame remaining questions. I hope you're understanding me, right? If your answer is precise, then done, close. We need to search for one more question. Okay, I'll search for one more question. So for that question also, your answer is precise, then one more. So maximum, if I'm trying to search for 10 new questions, completed. Your interview done. You cracked it. As simple as it is. So whenever you are giving an answer in the interview, please give precise answer. Don't give one word answers. Don't give one line answer. You know the concept. Just go on. Explain the topic. Right? Right. So yes. So we know why main method is declared as public, static, void, main, string, array, args. So yesterday I have given you some syntaxes and I requested you to check all these syntaxes in the Eclipse. Did you do that? Okay. So for example, let me go with my first main method. Now, inside my main method, I'm just trying to write system.out.println. Simply Java is AWS. Awesome. Just like that. Just like that. Okay. Now here, first syntax. I'm just trying to copy the first syntax like this. This is the first syntax. Am I getting any error? No. Right click, run as Java application. I'll not be getting any error. My output is getting printed as it is. Now, guys, most of the time, people will be having a doubt about the square braces. About the square braces. I'm speaking about the square braces. Now, please check this. Just I'm trying to have a small method. Now, you know separators concept. When I discussed about separators concept, I told you whenever you are seeing square braces, what is the meaning of that? Array representation, array dimension. Do you remember that? So generally, normally, if we want to declare an int data type, I'm not speaking about initialization. I'm speaking about declaration. Means int a. Done. That's it. Done. This is data type. This is identifier. I hope it's clear, guys. Now, I want to declare an array. Okay. First, give the data type, which array you want to take. If you want to take int, byte, take byte, short, long, float, double, char, boolean, object, string, any array you can take. Okay. Right now, I want to take int array. Int, and then give the name of your array. Any name. For example, I'll be trying to go with student, student roll numbers. And then give the array dimension and then semicolon. I'm speaking about declaration. I'm not speaking about instantiation of an array. Okay, just declaration. Now, this is int data type. This is the int array. What is the name of this data type? A. What is the name of this array? Student roll number. Now, guys, array dimension, we can give array dimension means array representation, those square braces with a space, no problem. Nothing will happen. With a space, without a space, after the identifier, and before the identifier also. After the identifier or before the identifier also, no problem. With space, without space, you can give it, not all trouble. But you should never declare the array representation before the data type of the array. You will be getting a compile time error. This is syntactically wrong. Is it clear, guys, for everyone? Before the data type, no, you should never give. Once you had written the data type, after the data type, you can give the array dimension with a space, without a space, or else after the identifier also, not at all a problem. You can give. So you should never give the array dimension before the data type of the array. It may be int array, it may be string array, byte array, object array, no problem. Never give the array dimension before the data type of the array. As simple as this. So now, guys, in this syntax, okay, I'll just do one thing. Let me just try to, just a sec. So these are all the syntaxes, I guess. Hang on, just a second. We'll do one thing. Just a second. Okay, up to 8 came. Just Let me take remaining also like this. So now in these syntaxes, so just a second. Right. In these syntaxes. Now, guys, please tell me. First one, valid or invalid? This is 100% valid. No problem. The square braces just after the string. No problem. No problem. Second syntax valid. Yeah, it is also 100% valid. Not all trouble. Why? Because this square braces is just before the identifier name. Yes, this is also 100% valid. No problem. What about third one? Yes, yes, third one is also valid. What about fourth one? Yes, 100% valid. Fourth one is also valid. Now tell me, what about fifth one? Why? Array dimension is before the data type. This is invalid. We should never give the array dimension before the data type. Am I clear with this? Online students, kindly please respond. Online students, kindly please respond. Is this clear? Is this clear? Please respond, guys. Please respond. That is great. That is great. That is good. Okay. Okay. Now. So, guys, what about next one? Is it valid or invalid? This is 100% valid. Like yesterday only I told you. Args is a identifier name. In the place of args, I repeat, in the place of args, you can give any identifier name basing on which satisfies the rules of the identifier. Did you remember the rules of the identifier? So, basing on those rules, you can give any name, not at all a trouble. Generally, we will be giving args, as simple as it is. Okay, so yes, now, yeah, static public void main string array args. Is it valid or invalid? Right. Guys, what is the syntax of main? Generally, what is the syntax of method? Access modifier, return type, method name, parenthesis, open braces and close braces. Now, guys, in our demo classes, not recently, demo classes, I told you one point, that is always, every time before method name, you should be having a return type. If there is no return type, it is not a method, you will be getting an error. Before method name, before method name, before method name, you should be having a return type. Public, static, static, public, you can switch the places. There will not be any impact of your program. On your program. I hope it's clear, guys. Void and method. You cannot, void and main, that those names. Void and name main, you cannot separate them. After void, you should be having method name. That is main. Right? For example, not only in main method, guys. For example, let me just try to take this as okay. Let me go with like public. Okay. Now, if I write like this, you know that I will be getting an error. Why I'll be getting an error, sir? Syntactically it is wrong. Before method name, what you should be having? Before method name, you should be having a return type. It may be void, it may be int, byte, short, long, float, double char, boolean, anything. But before method name, you should be having a return type. Public, static, public. You can switch the places. There will not be having you will not be having any impact on your program. So please check this. Let me just try to have this seventh syntax here. This is my syntax. And now please check this. Right click, run as Java application. And yes, we'll be getting an output that is Java is awesome. It's clear, guys? So static, public, static. No, it's okay. Not at all trouble. Right. So next syntax is also, this is also valid. Not at all trouble. Okay. Now, come on, guys. Public static int main. Is it valid or invalid? Are you sure? Did you check that? Did you check that? Okay. I'll do one thing, guys. I'll do one thing. Just let me try to have. Okay. Now I'm getting an error. Why I'm getting an error? Return type. Guys, main method return type here is int. Am I returning anything? Come on. So return return 100. So now tell me, valid or invalid? Right. So guys, my question is, am I getting any error? Let us execute. Right click, run as. Something is missing here. We are not getting run as Java application. Why we are not getting run as Java application here? Because in our program, there is no valid main method. In our program, there is no valid main method. Compiler will be considering this main method as a just like a normal method. Just like a normal method. For example, I'll just try to remove this. And now void method one. Now, can you run it? Can you run it? Okay, right click, run as Java. There is no Java application. Why? Because there is no main method. Same reason here also. Sir, there is a main method. No, it's just a normal method. It is not a valid main method. I hope it's clear, guys. Online students, please respond. Please respond. Is this clear, guys? Online students, is this clear? It is not a valid main method. Why it is not a valid main method? Why? Because if it is a valid main method, what its return type should be? Void. Why? Because main method, every Java program execution starts from main method and ends with main method. If you are giving int, yeah, just compiler is thinking, not thinking, compiler is considering this method as a normal method, not a valid main method. So, yes, this is also invalid. This is also invalid. Okay. Now, public final static void main. Right. So, guys, is it valid or invalid? Valid? Okay. Now, before going to that any further, guys, I just want to give you just a small idea. Please listen to this. Yes, there are mainly 4 OOPS features are there. 4 OOPS features are there. And I'm pretty much damn sure you know them. First one. Second one, inheritance. Third one, finally last one is abstraction. In polymorphism, there are 2 types of polymorphisms are there. Compile time polymorphism and runtime polymorphism. Compile time polymorphism is also known as method overloading. Runtime polymorphism is also known as method overriding. So yeah, whenever we're discussing about those OOPS concepts at that particular time, we'll be trying to discuss what is this method overloading and what is this method overriding. But right now, I just want you to remember one small point. That is, again, I'm gonna ask you this point when I'm dealing with OOPS features. I'll ask you. That point is, static methods cannot be overridden. Once again, static methods cannot be overridden. We cannot perform, I repeat, we cannot perform method overriding for static methods. You cannot override a static method. Not. Am I clear with this? Please respond now. Final. Static is a keyword. Final is also a keyword. Guys, please tell me in how many ways we can use the static. A variable can be declared as static. Come on. Method can be declared static and a block can be declared as static. Final also we can use in three ways. A variable can be declared as final variables. A method can be declared as final method. And a class. Once again. Please tell me in how many ways we can use the static. What are those? Variable, method, block, final, three ways. What are those? Variable, method, class. Now. Okay, and anyways, we'll be trying to discuss these concepts again, but as of now, just for your understanding purpose. If you are declaring a method as final, you cannot override. Means if you want to restrict overriding for a method, you can declare that method as final. Am I clear with this? Now please tell me. My question is, can we override a main method? Answer. Why? Because it is static. Sir, why static methods can't be overridden? That is later. We'll be covering that whenever we're discussing about OOPS features. Not right now. Now my question is, can we override main method? Yes or no? Why? It is static. So basically we cannot override main method. Okay, fine. If you are declaring main method as final, what is the use of a final method? Like if you want to declare any method as final, I repeat, if you are declaring a method as final, what it will do? It will stop overriding. Are you understanding me? Main method is already static. If you are declaring final also, there will not be any impact on the main method. Are you understanding me, guys? Please respond. Online students, kindly please respond, guys. Online students, kindly please respond. Did you understand the concept here? Main method is already static and static methods can't be overridden. Static methods can't be overridden. As we cannot override main method, if you are declaring that main method as final also, there will not be any impact on our program. So please check this. Let me just try to have this syntax in our program. And now let me just try to remove this and right click run as Java application. And yes, we will be getting our output. So a small and a quick recap. Just a small and a quick recap. Static methods. Can we override? Answer. No. What final methods will do? Stops overriding. Already main method is static. We cannot override. So if you are declaring that main method as final also, there will not be any impact. I hope it's clear, guys. Okay. Now, for example, can I write final public static void main? Yeah, fine. No problem. Happily, you'll be getting your output. Can I write static final public void main? Yes, not at all trouble. Can I write static public final void main? Yes. Always before main method, what you should be having? Void. I mean, read it right. That is void. So public static, final public static, any kind of combinations you can use. Not at all a problem. I hope it's clear, guys. So let us come to here. And yes, this syntax is also valid. Okay, what about next syntax? Valid or invalid? This is 100% invalid. Why it is invalid? Why? Because we are having a public, that is P as a capital letter. Come on, it is a keyword. Right from the demo classes onwards, we have been discussing that is every Java language keyword always starts with a small letter. Small letter. Why? Because Java is case sensitive. So yeah, I mean obviously that's clearly visible. Invalid. What about next one? Final public static void main string array args. Just now we discussed that is valid. Next one, final public static void main string args. Just now I said final is a keyword. Keyword. So yes, this is also invalid. Every Java language keyword always starts with a small letter. Okay. Now, next syntax, valid or invalid? Valid or invalid? Okay. Just let me try to remove this public static void main string array args. Now, just let me try to 1, 2, 3. Only 3 dots, not 2, not more than 3. Only 3 dots. Right click, run as Java application. Yes. Now, guys, these kind of parameters are known as variable arguments. MENTS. Variable arguments. Okay. Or in simple, we can call these as var args method. Var args method. Variable arguments will be working as an alternative for an array. In the place of array, we can take variable arguments also. This is also one type of parameter. Just one type of parameter. So as of now, what I want you to remember is, we'll be covering these variable arguments also. What I want you to remember is, variable arguments will be working as an alternative for array. Alternative for array. So guys, please tell me, main method is a parameterized method or non-parameterized method? How many parameters? Type string array. So for that string array, I'm just trying to take string variable arguments as a parameter. I can take it, no problem. I'll do one thing. Just let me try to go with like int. Now, right click, run as. I hope you're understanding the concept here, right? So we can give variable arguments also as a parameter to the main method. Variable arguments, again I'm saying you, variable arguments will be working as an alternative to array. Dot, right? So this syntax is also 100% valid. This is also 100% valid. Now, public static void, come on. I mean, it's clearly visible here. Is it valid or invalid? Spelling mistake. But if you are writing that, you will not be getting any error. Yes or no? Why you will not be getting any error? Compiler will be thinking that just like a normal method. Guys, see, for example, where is this? This is the method. Now, I'm trying to give that method here. Now, am I getting any error? No. Okay, let me execute. Right click, run as. You will not be getting Java application. Why? Because this is not a valid main method. Compiler is just thinking that as a normal method, as simple as it is, right? So, next one. Okay, guys, once again, let us come to array once again here, please. Guys, please listen. This is important. Please listen. Please listen. Int arr, listen. Int arr equal to new int 10. This is declaration of an array, left side of the equal to declaration of an array, right side of the equal to instantiation of an array. Means my question is very simple. Guys, what is the type of this array? Answer. Name of this array? Come on. ARR. How many elements I can pass into that array? That is the size, length of the array. Are you getting me? We should never, I repeat, we should never declare the size of an array at the time of its declaration. Means, for example, error. You will be getting an error. You should never give the size of an array at the time of its declaration. Means, okay, for example, guys, please answer this question. Int ARR. This is just declaration. I did not instantiated it. If I want to instantiate ARR equal to new int of 5. Now tell me, what is the size of my array? 5. I can pass 5 elements into that array. But sir, no, I will not give here. I will give here. No, you will be getting a compile time error. Is this clear, guys? You should never, once again, I'm saying you, actually, this is one of the key points in arrays. I mean, whenever we're discussing about arrays, again, I'll be trying to say this, but once again, whenever we are declaring an array, we should never specify its size. We'll be getting an compile time error. Now tell me, is it valid or invalid? Invalid. Why it is invalid? We are specifying the size of an array at the time of its declaration. Guys, in our demo classes, when I said you what are parameterized methods and non-parameterized methods, what are valid parameterized methods and invalid. Did you remember that? Okay. Just let me try to get back where it is. Method 3, valid or invalid? Come on. Why? We are giving the value for B. We are initializing B. No. Parameters you just need to declare. I hope you understand me, right? So that is the exact reason. See, here also, method 4 also invalid. Why it is invalid? We are giving the value for A. So that is not allowed. So please check this. If you are giving like that, you will be getting an error. So that is the only reason this syntax is also invalid. I mean, actually, you will be getting a compile time error, by the way. Right. Now, next one. Public static void main int array args. Come on, valid or invalid? Invalid, and you will not be getting any compile time error. But you will not be able to run your program. Why? Because there is no valid main method. So compile will be considering this method as a just like a normal method. Now, finally, last one is also invalid. Right, guys? Okay. Why? Because our parameter is missing. String array args parameter is missing. Okay. Now, guys, my question is, can we write, listen to my question correctly. Can we write two main methods in a program? Think and answer. Think and answer. Can we write main methods in a program? I am not saying valid main methods. I am saying, can we write two main methods in a program? Come on, guys. Okay, let me come to my class A. Okay, one more main method, and here Just let me try to, this is main. Okay. Now answer my question. How many main methods are there? Come on. How many valid main methods are there? I hope it's clear, guys. Actually, this is one of the oops features. This is one of the oops features. Just hold that suspense for polymorphism. Until that polymorphism, just please hold it. All right. Okay. Online students, I hope it's clear, guys, for everyone. Guys, please respond. Is this clear? Is this clear? I think I covered. Okay. Yes. Public, yes. Guys, 18 syntax. Public void main. Yeah, come on. That is also invalid. Public, just a sec. Let me try to get back here. I think I mistakenly did not copy it. Okay. Now, public void main. Yeah, string args. No, this is also invalid. Clearly, it is invalid. Why it is invalid? Static is not there. So just let me try to write like this, invalid. And finally, last one, public static void main string array args. This is also invalid. Every Java predefined method always starts with a small letter. You will not be getting any error. You will not be getting any error. Why? Because Java is case sensitive. Int small a equal to 10, that is different. Int capital A equal to 20, that is different. Did you remember that? Exactly. Online students, I hope it's clear, guys, for everyone. Right. All right. So, guys, respond. Online students, please respond. Is this clear for everyone? I'm waiting for your response, please. Please respond. Main method here. Don't take any risk in main method. One of the most frequently asked questions in pressure interview, not for experienced. Okay. All right. That is great. So, guys, let me just try to remove this. And our next topic will be data types. Our next topic will be data types. And we'll be trying to cover this topic in our next year. Next year. I understand, like, I'm seeing some faces, some angry eyes are looking at me. I know. So daily those eyes will be very concentrating like this. But right now, today, those eyes are, come on, sir, come on. So, okay, enough. So that's it, guys. That's it for today. And hang on. Why? Okay, guys. Uh, I sincerely wish, I am saying this by keeping a hand on my heart. By next year, you should be celebrating this new year with your colleagues. That should be happening. Okay. Yeah, we know that, of course. And guys, one more thing is, whatever you wish, I believe all your dreams should be coming true in this coming new year, and that is in your hands. That is in your hands. No one is going to push yourself. You should push yourself. So party hard, but party responsibility. I mean, be responsible when you are partying. Okay. So no issues. Enjoy your 31st night, and I wish you a very, very happiest and healthiest new year for